Well, hi guys. Thank you for joining us on another week of Kam and Kary.
Do Dallas.
So today we are going to be doing an impromptu questions and answers.
Impromptu. Wait, is that a word? Impromptu?
Yes.
Okay. It's just maybe it sounded a little different. I was like the way you said it sounded a little. I was like, wait, okay.
Impromptu. Have you never heard that word?
Well, I've heard of the word, but like it just sounded different when you said it.
Impromptu.
Okay.
Like we are gonna be asking each other questions, and we said everything is, available.
Available. Everything's available. Yes. Available. Well, she's available. Everything's available right here. I do have to censor some things because I am married over here. So yeah, I'm not airing everything. But
okay, Kam. So let's start.
First off, I'm so happy we're in hoodies.
I know,
because it's holidays and I don't have the energy right now to put a full outfit on.
Same. And how appropriate that I'm wearing black and you're wearing pink.
Yeah, that's really funny.
That is really funny.
That's really funny. Again, another example of like how different we are. It's so funny. But it shows that, being different actually brings you together.
Exactly. Opposites attract. On that note, Kam.
Okay. So are you going to ask me my first question?
Yeah. Oh. So my first question is, I'm going to start very PG.
Okay. Well, let's hope we stay PG.
Mm-hmm. But, so
that was one thing about Housewives. Like I love Housewives and I love being a housewife, but sometimes I get nervous people will not be PG and then I'd be like out of my comfort zone.
So this is kind of like, if you imagine if there were like cameras around, we would be doing this and you had no idea what I was going to ask or say.
Yeah. I've been in this situation with you guys. You and Brandy always would come up with the uncomfortable questions. And I'd be like, ugh. And then somehow some people would get out of the question and I always get targeted. There's a few.
So since we're starting PG, when was the last time you gave Cora a blowjob?
Oh my gosh, Miss Kary. Yeah. I
was just kidding.
Thank God, because I'm just not into that. Like it's torture.
Speaking of into that, I was thinking, what do you all think? I would love to have a sex therapist to come on our podcast.
Oh my gosh, I think it's a great idea. I want to know what the most common questions are and why most couples go and what advice they're seeking usually.
Same. I want to know, like, what is the number one reason people seek a sex therapist?
Mm-hmm.
I want
to know.
And then what do you do when you go to a sex therapist? Like, do you actually give them homework? And like,
I wonder.
Like, I wonder.
And I wonder how many times a week is appropriate.
Yes.
And how many times, if you do too much, if there's something wrong.
Same. Those people need to have sex every day.
That could be a sexaholic.
That could be an issue.
Yeah. That could be an issue.
I personally think that, like, okay, it depends, obviously the beginning of a relationship, the middle, the whatever. But I feel like when you've been in a relationship with somebody for a while, I think that like twice a week is a good average.
Yes.
Don't you?
I agree.
I agree. Especially when you have kids and a life and, just a lot of things.
Yeah, a life.
Yeah. It's like, who has time to like...
Who has time?
Every night or every
I barely
morning.
time to wash my hair. Especially when it has extensions in it. Okay? It takes a long time to wash this.
Even though, the actual sex part takes like, a few minutes. You would think it's like a long...
Depends who you're with. I'm just kidding.
Well, Kam, I don't know how long are your sex escapades.
Yeah.
But it's just like the whole thing, the kissing and the getting... and then, the whole act of it is just sometimes...
Yeah. And getting in the mood. Like when you have screaming children and barking dogs and dogs in your bed.
Yeah, that's the main thing, the mood.
Moving the dogs out of the room. Otherwise they stare at you. Right? I
only have one little dog.
So. Fancy loves her Hermes bag though. I'll just turn her in. She'll be very upset with me.
Oh, I thought you were saying Fancy loves to watch
this Hermes bag toy. And I'm telling you, she likes her toy more than I like purses. I mean, it's a purse. It's an Hermes purse, and she loves this purse. Okay.
So you just changed the subject?
She gets bouncing on it. She gets bouncing on this purse. You know what she's doing. Okay.
You're talking about she's having sex every day.
With her Hermes plush toy purse. Yes. And I'm always like, Fancy, you love handbags more than I do.
Are you jealous?
I mean, no, but I was just like, she likes the handbags more than I do.
Well, and only with her Hermes bag. That's the only thing she humps?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must be some magical Hermes toy.
She has a pink Santa that she likes. It's a pink Santa.
She does. So she has the Hermes bag at the pink Santa.
Yeah, she's trying to please Santa. I think she wants a lot of Christmas gifts. So,
oh my God, that's hilarious, Kam.
Yeah.
So, what is your question to me?
Okay. So, how many times a week do you think is when you probably have a problem? Like if it's like when people are not, like if you're married and you do it once a week, you think that's bad?
No, I don't think that's bad. I think it's kind of like, no, I think everybody is different.
Yeah.
I think it's bad when you do it like maybe once a month.
Yeah, that's bad.
I
would be in big trouble if I did that.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd be out of the house.
Yes. But
we always laugh. You got to pay my rent.
I mean, and it depends.
I got to pay my rent. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Some people don't think it's funny, but I think it's funny.
Pay the rent. No, but I think, it just depends on what's going on in your lives and a lot of stuff. And sometimes it could be like
I'm getting so hot, I got to turn the air down. You're like making me hot. Like, it's like.
Are you blushing?
You're just burning me with all these questions. So
well, that was your question, by the way.
This is my air control panel, and I'm making sure that the game room is coming down. So air conditioning on, everybody, because Kary is like.
We're having a lot of sex talk today.
I mean, she is making me burn up with anxiety here.
Well, I think that, but I do think that people that, like, if a guy expects to have sex like 5 times a week, that is way too, like, no, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Or like when you're in a solid relationship.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Don't you think?
We do have friends that do that.
We do. We have friends that do it more than that. We have a friend that says they do it twice a day.
Do you guys think that's real?
Yeah. I mean, twice a day. They say they do it twice a day.
That's a lot.
I mean, I don't know how she can walk.
I don't know.
That's a lot of.
It's a lot of doctor appointments to make sure everything's okay.
No kidding. I mean,
gosh,
that's a lot. Twice a day.
Yeah, that's a lot. Anyway, I'll change the subject and I'll have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay. Where was your very first date ever? Your very first date?
My very first date?
Yeah.
Ever in my life?
Yeah, ever in your life.
Okay. So I was like, this is the first time I remember, like, oh my God, this boy kind of likes me or whatever. We moved to San Diego when I was 14.
Uh-huh.
And I remember we, bought this house up in this hill, and it was really cute. This boy, like, came over and to ask me to go on a walk with him and brought me over like a little present.
Really?
And got me this little necklace. And I remember.
So back then there was no cell phone. So he
came over to the house.
Knock on your door?
Yes. Like literally knocked on the door. And it's like, oh, I'm your name. And it's Kary here. And, I don't even think he knew my name. But I remember that was the first time I ever was like, oh my God. Like I got the little thing about boys.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He was so cute. Oh. And he would always like see me get home from school.
So you guys walked. You guys had your like walking date.
Well, I was kind of shy. I was like, got the necklace or whatever he gave me, and
he gave you a necklace on the first date?
Yes. He brought over a necklace to take me on a walk.
Wow. I never got joy on my first date.
I mean, that was really nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah. I don't even know his name.
He must have been dreaming about you for a long time before that. You don't just buy a necklace. He must have been dreaming about you.
I know. It was so sweet. I was 14.
That's really sweet.
I mean, and I remember it was just a very short-lived kind of deal, which is, he saw me at school. because we were at the same school. So he realized that I lived there and everything else. So he must have been seeing me at school because I went to San Diego and we lived there for 1 year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it was very cute. What about you?
Okay. So I was 16 and a boy asked me out to go to the movies. I can't even remember what movie we saw. I don't even remember. But all I remember is he played Dave Matthews Band the whole car ride there and Dave Matthews Band the whole car ride home. And it was really, really sweet. And he was really cute and sweet and nice. But, nothing happened. We were just, going to the movies, holding hands. And that's about it.
Oh, holding hands. That's so cute.
That was my very first date.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, okay, now that we're like in the whole, this is totally like we're going all over the place, guys, with questions because,
because we're free balling it.
We're free balling it, as Kam would say. We are impromptu.
Yeah.
I'm free ball. I would say impromptu. She would say free balling it.
Yes.
How appropriate is that?
Anything goes.
Anything. But, we're like, this is kind of like what we would be doing if we were like, honestly, like, just having lunch together.
Yeah. For sure.
Like the questions that we're asking each other, but my next question would be, I am like having literally an anxiety attack.
Okay.
Because I am so behind on my Christmas presents.
Oh my God. Me too, girl.
No, like for real.
Me too. It's awful.
Like, are you not done?
No, I'm not done, but I am going to Palm Springs soon. And I thought that it'd be more fun to shop for everyone when I'm out of town. And I was going to do a little shopping when I was out of town. So I was kind of holding off because I felt like it'd be more fun. But then I've been ordering a few things online,
Yeah. So I did too. I've ordered a couple of things online, but normally by now I pretty much have all my piles. Like, I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
So it's like pile. And then I was like, okay, this one pile this. And I kind of like,
Have they all told you what they want?
They kind of tell me what they want, but I always like to do surprises and then stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
I don't have one stocking stuffer. Okay. Not one.
Oh, that's one thing I have to do. Yeah.
I just got the Christmas tree yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so behind.
Oh,
so
exciting.
Stocking stuffers.
Because you have a real Christmas tree.
Yes, I have a real Christmas tree.
I convinced Court to give me a fake one this year.
I know. So the real one, if I wait, you
have to wait.
I have to wait.
Otherwise, they will die.
It's like dying by the Christmas time.
Otherwise, there will be needles all over the floor.
Yeah, and it's a
Christmas.
Fire hazard.
Yeah, it's a fire hazard.
So I just finally got my Christmas tree. So finally, it's looking like Christmas.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I think that's also the reason why I hadn't even bought presents. Mm-hmm. And I've been so busy with so much of work, my jewelry and podcast.
And you just were at a market. You were just at a jewelry market.
Jewelry show.
So I totally get it. I have no excuse. I don't know what I've been doing. I
know what you've been doing.
What?
Like a lot of social. Your social
I've been very
schedule.
social. And and so it's been taking time away from shopping for my loved ones. It's like really sad.
Yes, it's really sad.
Awful. I sound so vain.
My social life.
But I have ideas in my head when I want to get everybody. I haven't got your gift yet though.
Oh, I haven't either.
I'm waiting for the good stuff for you. I'm going to a special store.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten your gift either or Stephanie's. Like I haven't gotten any of my friends' gifts. I haven't gotten my kids' gifts. I haven't gotten anything, but I'm really good last minute.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah. So she's really good last minute.
I really am.
She's better under pressure.
I really am.
She can make decisions really fast and really put all in under pressure. See, for me, I can't do things under pressure. I half-ass.
You're a planner.
And then I'm just like a crazy person. And then like anything I'm trying to say to doesn't come out the right way.
Yeah, like, I never know. Everybody goes, what are you wearing for this? I never know until after a shower and I go in my closet and I figure out what I'm wearing. I put it on and that's what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Like I never even think about it before.
I can't do that. I've already been racks. I have racks up right now trying to figure out the rest of my holiday party outfits. Yeah, I have to be a planner.
I'm not. I'm like,
otherwise I'll stress.
So last minute, I just walk in and I'm okay, this is what I'm wearing. And then, just everything like, everything is, my life is very last minute.
Yeah, and definitely no, I'm a planner and And if you think I'm a planner, my husband is even more of a planner than I am. He's like literally 50 steps ahead of me. So I barely can keep up. So imagine if you're at the Westcott Academy, you better set an alarm.
You know, the only thing I'm a super big planner on is trips, travel. Like I normally had my like whole schedule for like by one summer I had my schedule for next summer, you know, or like, but you know what? The weird thing is that since COVID happened, like I haven't been planning anything because I feel like everything changes by the minute.
Yes.
And it's throwing me for a loop.
Yeah.
You know, because normally I would have already had plans for New Year's. Like I would, there's no way I would have been here.
Yeah.
But now because I didn't know what was going on and this new virus coming and
I was going to go to New York last week and I ended up not going because that new virus came out, yada, yada. You know?
I know. I mean, so things are getting canceled and I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's making me like weird because I normally plan so far in advance. Like my trip to Saint-Tropez and Italy, I had a plan a year before. And right now I haven't even planned anything for next summer. Yeah. And I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, like, because if I don't plan ahead, trips like that, they're a lot harder to happen.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I'm kind of like, in this like weird limbo stage right now.
Yeah. Okay. My next question for you is, what is one thing you would take back on Housewives?
Ooh. One thing that I would probably take back this last season is
getting COVID during the reunion.
Oh God.
That was pretty bad. But you can't, that's not part of Housewives though. Sorry. That was only reunion. That's different.
Okay, yeah, I would love to have taken that. You would do.
God, I wouldn't have shown up.
Oh God, that was a nightmare. But I definitely think that this last year I would have kept my mouth shut about the hunting situation.
You would have got a mug shot.
I would have kept my mouth shut.
Oh, your mouth shut. Oh.
About the hunting situation, you know. Okay. I think I kind of went overboard with that.
Yeah. Did you get a lot of texts for that on social media? Were people kind of crazy about it?
I mean, half and half, you know. But, well, more.
It's weird because, like, we all individually go through something and sometimes other housewives are not, like, I don't follow everything that happens to everybody else. And sometimes if other people don't tell us, we don't really realize how bad it is, you know?
Yeah, no, that I was just kind of like, you know, Kary.
You just felt bad.
That was not totally me.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
you had a lot of drink that day.
Oh gosh. I was pretty.
Wait. That was the first night. We'd been drinking since like 10 a.m.
Yes. And remember those yellow shots?
Yeah.
That I did?
That you made.
I know.
You had like 3 before we left.
I know. It was like.
Okay, and also, why did it take like 8 hours to get to Oklahoma when it's only like 3 hours from here?
I know. I mean,
don't understand.
Yeah.
God, and that RV.
That was horrible.
That RV.
That was.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again. Guys, I will pay for my transportation next time, Bravo.
Yes, guys. It was like the worst in the world.
Like poop smell in the bathroom.
It was bad.
It was so bad.
And then we had all these things. And every time we took a turn, everything, stuff was flying everywhere.
Flew at us. And
everything.
It was crazy.
That was a lot. Anyway, well, let's hear a little something.
Okay.
Hi, listeners. It's Melissa Gorga from The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I'm so excited to announce that I'm getting into the podcast game. My new podcast, Melissa Gorga On Display, premieres December 2nd, and I want you to be the first to hear it. Catch up with me and my celebrity friends each week as we discuss fashion, entrepreneurship, being the cool mom, and the importance of treating yourself. Plus, I'll give you the behind-the-lens look into my crazy life. You think you know it all from what you see on TV, but believe it or not, there are things the cameras just don't catch. That's right, I'm taking my life in front of the cameras and going behind the mic. So grab a glass of red wine and a sprinkle cookie and join me as we celebrate life and style. It's my life unfiltered. It's Melissa Gorga On Display, available now on Podcast One, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey.
Yay. Welcome.
So exciting. Welcome, Melissa.
Welcome to the podcast world. And I cannot wait for you to come on our podcast.
Housewife sorority.
Yes. And we will love to go on yours.
So exciting.
Yes.
So excited for her.
Yay. I love when, other housewives do this. I love to listen to everybody and see what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Because it's so true, guys. Like the way you get to know us on a podcast is completely different than on camera, because on camera, they just kind of edit us. And this is all
you only
like
see portion.
Unfiltered.
Yeah.
Very
unfiltered.
unfiltered. Yeah.
And we don't edit stuff out. I mean, it's pretty much straightforward, everything.
Yeah. So Kam, what about you? Is there anything in particular that you would like regret doing?
I would regret calling Brandy trashy. That wasn't very nice of me in Correa's. You witnessed that one.
I was there.
That was not very nice of me. I could have used a better choice of words. And because I know how much that hurt her. And then, I mean, and if I look back from like this season, of course, like, I probably had, wish I kept my mouth shut a few times about certain situations, but that's the other thing. It's hard with being a housewife because you are put on, pedestal and producers expect you to react. And, sometimes we get in tough situations.
Yeah, well, I definitely think like people say, is it all real or is it like, and it is, but obviously the producers all become your best friends. Mm-hmm. And there's
some that are little brown nosers.
Well, and then they know, like, for example, if me and Kam were like, going to film and they know that Kam is super scared of spiders, right?
Yeah.
But I have no clue about this, right? But they know Kam is super scared of spiders. And then they come to me and they go, oh, Kary, I think it would be funny for you to prank Kam and maybe let's get a tarantula.
Yeah.
Like they just come up with the idea.
That was my biggest fear with you because like you said, because I put powder in the blow dryer that you were going to get me back. Okay. I was so afraid after I did that I made a huge mistake because I was like, great, what is she going to get me back with? Okay. You have no idea. Like I was on edge. Every time I got in my bed when we went on trips, I like look for spiders and snakes.
Oh, you really don't like spiders?
I was just afraid of everything.
Okay, I was just making that up.
No, I'm afraid of everything.
Okay, that's so
everything.
Funny. So, but I was giving them an example of how like the producers work, right?
And you kept saying you were going to get me back. So what were you going to do? I want to know.
I was thinking, I hadn't figured it out.
So you just kept thinking.
Yes.
You didn't have an idea.
No.
Okay, I was so scared you're going to put a snake in my bed.
The funniest, oh my gosh. The funniest thing is that how scared you were. You were like really
so scared. I have a problem. I have really big fears and phobias. Like it's a problem. I had literally when I was little, I had so many phobias of like ghosts and like stuff like that my mom gave me like a placebo pill. So I thought that it was a scary pill and it made me unafraid. And she would give me this, it was like a sugar tablet.
That's a great idea.
And I thought it was like, because you take this and you won't be afraid of stuff. And I'm like, oh, wow. And I thought I had superpowers after that.
I love your mom. That's amazing. Well, I mean, I definitely was thinking I need to do something to Kam. But it was just so fun. You were always scared. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you. You were like, every time guys, we went on a trip, like literally Kam was like,
I was scared.
Was scared to go to do to me.
Because I have I honestly think I need to go hypnotized. I want to get hypnotized so that I'm not afraid of spiders.
Well, and then you did the whole like chainsaw thing.
Yes, I did that. And
were you set up with the producers or that was your idea?
Well, I have to be honest. The producers hinted to me that it'd be really fun to do prank. And then they hinted that would be a really fun thing. And then I agreed. So
see, that's what they do.
That's what they do. But of course I had many pranks put on me. So it was like my time to get people back.
Yeah.
And so
not me.
Yeah. No, not you. Because I already got you with the hair powder.
Yeah. And I hadn't done any pranks on you.
Yeah. And Brandon and I bonded because we both love pranks. And so when we did the hair powder, that was like a bonding experience with us.
That was really cool.
And we both kind of were like, ooh, we like each other. We both like pranks. So that's so thanks to you for being the prey. We bonded. We also got Leanne at the same time. It was like you and Leanne, and your
Leanne
hair.
had no idea?
No, she had no idea.
Okay.
She had no clue.
I literally had no freaking clue. I remember like, what?
Oh my God. What did you think was happening?
I was like, oh my God.
Powder flew in your
I was
face?
like so embarrassed. I'm thinking, oh my God, these hair dryers are so old.
Wasn't that the best prank though? Because it didn't hurt anybody.
I know. I was like, what in
It
the
was
world?
like very PG. The only thing is you had a lot of extra hair powder in your hair, but it was really humid. So,
I had a lot of hair power.
Yeah.
I mean, it went everywhere.
Was it hard to wash your hair after that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It was like, imagine.
Oh my God.
I mean, I was like, oh
you
my
were in
God.
the pool later that night. So that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's a night that, did we?
I'm trying to think.
Because we went out to dinner. I think that's a night that it was a lot. Wait.
That was the dinner table night, right?
Yes.
The first night where people like disappeared from the table.
Yes, it was.
And all of a sudden it was like you, me, and Stephanie, and we're like, wait, why are you the last ones at the table?
Yeah.
And everyone like disappeared. Like Brandy disappeared and went to sleep. Leanne ran off because their feelings got hurt. And then I think Deandra got really wasted or something. And
she always got
passed
really
out
wasted.
or something. That was Vacation Deandra.
That was Vacation Deandra.
Yeah. We never saw any of that last season.
No, she was boring Deandra last season.
I was so bummed.
I know. We were trying to get her out, but no.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened because she was hanging out with Tiffany and Tiffany was boring.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the thing is when you're around certain people, their energy rubs off on you and you sometimes can change personalities. So when I'm with you, I find myself, I'm more fun, right?
Yeah.
Because you get the fun out of me.
Yeah.
So I'm always like fun and, I'm lots of fun.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah.
She is. I mean, and I really think that was really fun because we had such a good time that trip. I mean,
that trip, I would go back to that trip.
That
was so fun.
I would too.
That trip was so much fun. At least for majority of people, it was fun.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
But yeah, I had a great time on that trip. I mean, Thailand, not so much.
Thailand.
Oh my God.
We didn't have good drinks. Only the first night there was like a good martini that first night. Lychee martinis, my favorite. That was like the only good trip. I'm sorry, that was the only good cocktail. Other than that, we were like, given alcohol.
No, we couldn't get drunk.
We traveled all the way to have vacation.
I know.
It was like,
I mean, that was the craziest thing. We're all the way in Thailand.
We're crying about elephants.
And we cannot get drunk.
Yeah. No, it was a lot. And the traffic was insane. And the other problem is we couldn't drink too much because we were stuck in traffic for hours.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We were like,
otherwise you're going to pee in front of everybody in the car.
Yeah. It was an interesting trip for sure.
It was.
And it doesn't look like that on TV.
No.
Remember how many hours we would get stuck in our bedrooms?
Oh my God.
They would not let us out.
They would tell me, oh, you're going to be filming in an hour. I was like, great, I'll be ready. 8 hours later.
Yeah. They were keeping us hostages.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. That was like a situation.
It was really weird. I felt like really isolated from everyone too, because we all had our separate bedrooms.
I know.
And I felt like, and that was the first time we all had separate bedrooms.
And we could only hang out with a roommate.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even allowed to hang out with Leanne sometimes. They separated.
That's right.
I had to be separated.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So you were hanging out with your roommate.
Deandra.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's not fair. So I was told to stay in my room a lot. I mean, we did hang out a few times, but we were also told to stay away from each other too, which I'm like, again, that just shows you the way they create drama. Okay. Because then when they separate you, then you start getting anxiety. Was the other person mad at me? Does she want to have something to say to me? And when you get on camera, is she going to talk to me about something that I didn't know about? And then you start freaking out in your head and you start having head games and it's like all these crazy things start going.
Yeah. It's pretty, it is pretty interesting, It's like the behind the scenes, how everything kind of happens and comes together is really interesting. Yeah. And I think that, like that's why it's fun to read the book. You know how did people like the producers speak the people, and to come on the show, and it really is like a huge gosh. Like they have to think about so many things when casting for stuff like this. So let me ask you a question. If you could do another reality TV show, which one would you do?
Ooh, let's see. People ask me all the time if I would, do Dancing with the Stars, but I can't dance. So I would probably not last very long. But it would be fun. Court's dream would be for me to do Big Brother. Okay. It's his dream. You're stuck in a house with all these people. He would dream for that.
A lot of people have said that I should do Big Brother. That would be fun.
But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I feel like
we should apply for Big Brother together.
Can we do that together? We should.
Imagine if we did it together.
Be hysterical.
That would be so fun, Kam.
That'd be really fun. We really should.
What do you guys think? Should we apply for Big Brother together, me and Kam?
Big Brother celebrity, here we come.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know any other. Well, okay, there's this dog show that I think would be really fun, and they do dog hairstyles, and I would want to be a judge on the dog show. I already forgot what the dog show's name is, but what is it? I don't remember. Anyway, but everyone says it's a really amazing show and I need to watch it.
Yeah. I always say I would love to do Survivor.
Oh gosh.
And then I think about it. I'm like, oh shit, imagine.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, I'm so crazy that if they asked me to do it, I'd probably say yes.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, oh my God, I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. Like you literally sleep on the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And they literally give you
cockroaches to eat.
No. That's not
that's not Survivor.
No. That is Fear Factor.
Oh, that's Fear Factor.
I would not do that.
So then you're given normal food?
Rice.
Oh.
But if you win challenges and things like that, you get to eat more things. Or if you catch fish, it's like you're surviving in an island.
Oh my! So you have to cook the fish yourself?
Yeah.
I would not survive.
Well, but you have people there all working with you. You don't have to do it all by yourself.
So you work as a team.
As a team, everybody's kind of together.
So what would be my skill, you think?
And Survivor?
Yeah. What could I offer?
Well, I don't know what I could offer either. Okay.
You could bead.
Huh?
You could bead and offer beads to
what would beads do anything
to
in Survivor?
Exchange for rice.
No, listen.
You have to offer something to get food,
The thing about Survivor is all mind game.
Okay.
Because it's you have to make alliances. So you would be super, the people would trust you.
You'd be really good with that.
I would be really good with it. So you have to people.
Kary's really good with that whole alliance thing.
Yes. So.
Because she makes friends easily.
Yes. So people have to like you.
Yeah.
You have to make alliances.
Okay.
And you have to play, and then you have to be kind of good at doing this you swim and make a puzzle and then you do kind of different challenges.
Yeah.
So
you could teach yoga class.
Well, that's not a challenge.
Oh. I was going to say you teach yoga Pilates.
It's like competitions, Kam.
Competitions.
You have to go and dig in the sand and build things and I'm pretty athletic.
Yeah.
So you'd
be really good.
I would be good at that. And then it's a mind game. So it's challenges and things like that, you know? Yeah. So I think that
and you can cook.
I can cook if I have a kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know about cooking on the
hot stove.
On the wild I don't know how to make a fire.
Oh.
I would have to take lessons.
I did have a lesson when I was in outdoor school. I went to outdoor school.
That's right. So you have a lot of skills, by the way.
Technically, I know how to put up a tent.
Okay, will you go to Survivor if they ask you to?
No. I would cry. And then my husband probably would beg for me to do it because he'd be like, it's so entertaining. You should go. You're just so amazing. And the whole time I'd be crying because there'd be bugs everywhere.
There are bugs everywhere.
I would be really sad.
Yeah, I don't know about that would be
I know
that would
bugs.
be a challenge.
So I really want to get hypnotized. So I'm not afraid of bugs. Have you ever heard of this?
Oh no, but maybe we should. Hey guys, if anyone knows a good hypnotist,
Please let us know.
Let us know. We'd love to have him as a guest on our podcast. I would love to see Cameron get hypnotized.
I really want to be hypnotized so I don't have a fear of bugs. And I heard people can do that.
We should do that on our podcast.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, that would be so fun.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Do you think my eyes are going to go like this? Like,
no, I mean, but
when you're hypnotized, like you're in your body, but you're like,
I don't know. Have you been hypnotized before?
No, I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
I know. Great. Now you just like told them that we're going to get hypnotized.
We're
going to like.
I'm going to find the hypnotist.
You're going to do it with me, girl.
I am?
Well, yeah. I can't be you got to be hypnotized for something else. What can we hypnotize you with? Are you afraid of bugs? What are you most afraid of?
I hate cockroaches. Oh
there
my
we
gosh.
go. Bugs.
I hate, like, I don't care.
Too.
I don't mind
cockroaches.
I don't mind spiders, but if I see a cockroach,
I will not sleep.
Scream like a crazy person. Like you would think somebody's killing me.
Me too.
Like
I can't do cockroaches. And they're prehistoric. And it's like, I feel so bad because like, I want to be nice to them. And it's just really hard.
Listen, I hate cockroaches because first of all, they swim, they fly, they crawl.
Wait, do they go through the toilets too?
Yes, they go through toilets. They're disgusting. Secondly, they're crunchy and how this big old white stuff that comes out of them when you kill them is disgusting.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh God.
No.
The Madagascar. The Madagascar cockroaches are from Madagascar. They're like this big. I've seen them at the zoo.
I can't even think about roaches. Like literally, like I hate roaches. Like I could be like in a room full of snakes or full of spiders before I could be in a room full of roaches.
Okay, let's talk about our roach stories. So let me tell you, I was driving on a freeway. I was leaving Hilton Head Island, in South Carolina, driving back to Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm like driving and I feel a little tickle on my leg. Okay.
No.
But let me tell you first how this tickle started.
So
I'm packing
you
my
have
bag.
a roach in your car.
So I'm packing my bag in my friend's apartment and they had a roach problem. Okay. And I open up my suitcase and I'm packing all my stuff and all of a sudden a roach jumps in my suitcase and I'm like screaming because I'm like, I gotta get this roach out. I take everything out of the bag. I can't find the roach. I can't find him. I don't know where he is. He hid in my suitcase. I could not get him out. And I said, I can't leave until this bug is out of my suitcase. I could not get him out. So my friend's like, we're going to be late. We got to go. I was like, oh my God. So I put everything back in thinking maybe it disappeared. I don't know. Zipped it up, put in the back of my
It's in your car.
Trunk. Driving down the freeway.
I mean, did you not get in an accident?
I almost died. I'm on the speakerphone with my mom. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, I'm on my way home. And this is like high school. Roach, tickle up my leg.
My God.
Up my leg on the freeway. And I look down and it's on my leg and I'm in shorts and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I freak out. And my mom's on the phone and I'm screaming. She goes, what's wrong? Because she knows I'm on the freeway. She's like freaking out. I'm like, no. So I pull over to the side of the road screaming. A police officer somehow is behind me. Okay. Comes up behind me, pulls behind me, gets his microphone out and goes, ma'am, stand back. And I'm like, I come out of the car, I'm like, like screaming with my arms up. I look like I'm like on drugs or something. And he has his gun and he has his microphone and goes, stay still, ma'am, stay still. And I'm like screaming, okay. I'm running like I'm on fire, okay, around my car. And he comes over and he has his gun and he's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, there's a cockroach. And it was on me and it flew off me and he takes his big cowboy boot. He had cowboy boots on somehow. And he steps on it and he goes, there you go, ma'am. And I was like, oh, thank you, officer. And he looked at me like I was a total freak. He was like, and he goes, ma'am, you better get in your car now.
I would pay money for that.
I literally thought I was dying. And my mom is like still on speakerphone, like, Cameron, are you there? What's going on? Are you there? And I'm like, I get back in the car to close the door and the officer goes, please get home and drive safe. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, officer. I was like, it was a cockroach. I'm really scared of bugs. And he goes, you could have caused a wreck back there. That was very dangerous what you did. I was like, I know, but I couldn't drive with a cockroach on my leg.
Oh my gosh. No way. I would have, I would have stopped in the middle of the highway and gotten out. I don't even know if I could have gotten pulled over.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
It was so bad, Kary. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh.
It was so bad. So then I'm back in the car. My mom was like, are you okay? I was like,
this is just making me like scratch.
I know. And I was like, Mom, I'm alive. I was like, I literally almost caused a pile up on the freeway.
No. I hate cockroaches.
Yeah. I mean, the timing with the police officer behind me, like,
oh my God.
He's just probably like, what is wrong with this crazy girl?
No, he went to tell the story.
God, a different way.
He probably told the story a few times.
Yeah.
This crazy girl.
Yeah. Almost caused a wreck on the freeway.
Because of a cockroach.
It's just pathetic. I mean,
it's pathetic.
That's why I really want to
the same way.
Fight through this fear, but at the same time, I don't want to do it. I'm scared.
Okay, well, we're going to have to get hypnotized for sure.
Yeah. Hypnotized for bugs.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, anyway, we got totally sidetracked.
Totally.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we free ball it, as Kam would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
I hope you guys are having a good time today with us on our little free balling episode of questions and answers.
Yeah.
With all kinds of, randomness. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So question for you. What child was the most accepting of the show? What child of yours?
Okay. Olivia.
Yeah, I figured Olivia.
Yeah. Olivia was definitely, all my kids, of course, I said, I'm not going to do the show unless everybody's on board. Everybody was on board, but the one that was more like, wanted to film the most and cooperated and was most like, was Olivia for sure.
Yeah.
And then, and really, yeah. And the other ones were just kind of like there. Alex barely wanted to be on it. He's a boy.
Yeah.
Isabella wanted to, but she's so shy, you know.
Yeah.
Sophia did film some, but she was not like so excited to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think Olivia was definitely the one that loved it the most.
Yeah. Yeah. My kids
what
are
about you?
My kids are kind of like whenever Hilton was really on, Cruz would be like, I felt like he was being outshined. So then he didn't want to. And then whenever Hilton didn't want to, Cruz was like, I will. Like, it was like they played off each other's energy. And I felt like sometimes it was really hard to get them both in the mood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
it was either one or the other. So I always had like a constant battle
with him.
And then we got to a point too where sometimes the producers had to bribe him a little bit. And we said, well, you can get ice cream later. And then the crew would bring ice cream for them later. And they thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh, that's cool.
Or balloons.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easier when kids are younger almost. Because my kids were going through the teenage years and older and things like that. And it was a lot deeper, the conversations we had to have with them. And so it was a lot harder.
Imagine, because for my kids, it was very little conversations because they're so little. And I also told them, I was like, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to, blah, blah, blah. I was like, mommy's not going to force you. But then they usually always came around eventually.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
But well, anyway, I hope you guys had a nice time with us chatting, just all nonsense, all kinds of questions. If you enjoyed any specific conversation that we had today and want more of it, DM us. And we will love to do it. Okay, well, we'll see you next week, guys.
And don't forget to follow us on Kam and Kary Do Dallas on Instagram and on YouTube. And download our podcast, which is on all the platforms, of course.
Yes, we will see you there. Bye, guys.